Trying to get rid of me. All right, what's up, y'all? Hello, hello, hello. How we feeling? Let's dive into it. Yes, you guys asked about, or I think Edwin asked about oil shakeout. I like it. Whether we're gonna make it, well, that's a different question. But I do like the idea. So let's get it going. Let me get the charts in front of y'all. Here we go, here we go, here we go. All right. So let's see, what can you see? Screen. All right, perfect. Here we go. So yeah, like I mentioned, I do like the oil setups. I think we could see a reversal out of here. Average in right around like the 50% pullback. So like right there. Here we go. So we'll see what happens. All right, we'll see if this gives us the next continuation. We did get to kind of like this 50% pullback, played out of this order block, and then filled this imbalance here. I felt like we had more to drop potentially, so I was willing to just kind of see this one through. That may have been a mistake. A mistake, I don't know, but it just maybe won't work out. But we'll see. But yeah, this was a shakeout. You had, whether it already happened, it might have already shook out, if you will. Looks like it. Yeah, okay. So that's that. Pretty straightforward. So the play, I actually think we got the move. We got the reversal. But we had a big liquidity sweep of all of these retail buyers. And then the market was squeezing, moving sideways. It did dip down. So I think this was the play right here. So we came into at least a 50% pullback, filled this imbalance, came over to here. So you did get a reversal, market went into profit, and then, you know, it wasn't enough. And to be fair, there's all of this imbalance left. So it kind of makes, I see why, obviously. The next area where I do want to take buys out of is in here. So I am open to still trading oil, but it will be from this area. And then looking for a position somewhere over here. So yeah, minus, I think it was a 1R, 3/4 R for me. Let's see, 0.8 R, 0.75 R. On this oil trade. And then, yeah, so I'm looking to take it somewhere in here. I think I'm gonna take my entry right around 74 here, 74.34, right around there. Yeah, so I like this area here. Profit-wise, like the first area where I think is worth targeting for take profit would be inside of this order block. So here's where we drop from, right? Here you see the big pump, the continuation. So trading into here for oil would make sense, which doesn't give you the biggest risk reward. Little 1.5 action, but that would be the most conservative place to take this. From there, you have this level of support, 78.4. That puts you over a 2-to-1 on oil. I'm trading into the bigger reaction though. Yeah, so trading into this imbalance is what I like. So I am seeing this more of a minimum of a 2R. You can have a better risk reward if you're looking to take this, you know, lower within the zone. And if you use the replay tool and then you go all the way to Monday, July 13th price action, you can get a better idea of what the market traded out of over here. So on the way out, we see the market pump up, come back down, continuation. So where within this range does it make sense for this to reverse? I just see a lot of resistance, a lot of reversal around this like 74.33 area. So that's kind of why, that is exactly why I like this zone that I have right here. So that's going to be my trade here. And then trading into this imbalance is what makes sense to me. It would be amazing if we got a huge reversal. So this is kind of the best case scenario. Open to taking profit below that though. Let's see. What does this look like? Okay, I'm cool with that. So I got 3 micros on MCL. It is a bigger zone, but it's the higher time frame move for me now. And yeah, if we get closer, obviously I'll have alerts here, and we'll be in the game. But let's see what's good in the chat. Gold 1R, nice. What's up, Jeff? Savio, Elevated Awakenings. Maury, what's happening, man? Mauri Juan, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal? Nick, Yo-Yo, Rafa, Edwin, Seth, Patrick, Mike, NYM. There are differences in the wick. Okay. You got to be more specific than that. Are you talking about this wick right here from about 3 hours ago? I do see this push down, and yes, YM, the mini, makes a bigger sweep. It doesn't take out a whole bunch of money, but there's definitely a push down here. Yeah, so micro and the mini gets down to 70 or 53,267, whereas the micro only gets to 53,301. So, I mean, if possible, trade the mini. If not, then probably just have a wider stop on this one. Like, trade it as if you have the same stop as the mini. At least that's how I would approach this one. Yeah, with this trade though, you have like the last push down here. It takes out a little bit of liquidity, not a whole bunch to be fair. So it's a little bit of a sweep. And then obviously this thing is on a rampage. I was looking for the market to reverse here, and we kind of did get that. So we had the reversal here. I don't know if I just drew my zone out too large. This was a big push up. So it kind of depends, I guess, on how this was drawn. But we reacted out of this zone yesterday during London, during Tokyo, right here. And then during London, it did its thing. So kind of mitigated out of here. And then that's that. And then here we are. So yeah, indices on an absolute just rampage right now, like no chill. We went from people panicking about the market to, I mean, stocks doing what they've been doing. Just, it dies and then it just comes back to life faster than you can even catch up. What's up, St. Lucia? Rafa, happy Tuesday, Querecia. What's up, Samad? Harshi, what's good, bro? Evan, Cesar, buenos dias, buenas tardes. You got TPs and tacos today. That's what we hope for. So I am kicking the session off minus 0.8 R, but I mean, that's cool. If we get a setup, maybe we do end up with some TPs. If not, then it is what it is. Thank you guys for the blessings. Okay, oil shakeout. Yeah, we talked about that. Kazakhstan, gold 1R. Did you take this for gold? So I saw gold. I saw gold take out some of this London highs during London though, and then like drop. I kind of saw the shakeout here a little bit. Like I could see it. So this was dangerously close. What were you sitting at? Did you take this sell? What were you sitting at here? Because you probably were sitting into some good profits. What was the risk reward that you were at this point? So now metals have, this is what I like better. Now it's taken out a lot of these highs, these structures up here. and then it swept and came back in. So this to me looks more enticing for a possible shakeout here later. Silver still doing more of this though. Silver looks to me like it's just creating a trend line. So if it cracks this, that's good. So I think we can see silver still clear some of these highs. But let's look at price action, right? Silver has successfully, and wow, what a trade from yesterday. Imagine, dude, I held this to here, and this was 4K. So from here, actually it was like 8 total, but from here to here was that with 90 points. And then from there it traveled another 250. Yo. Damn. Okay, so yeah, big sweep right now of all of these highs, taking out last Thursday's high, last Wednesday's high, and then now we're trading into, where is this? Last week's high. So can silver clear the high of last week? That would be absolutely gutting every single retail seller within this structure. Can that happen? I think that's likely. I got Maya hairs all over me, man. I'm getting blinded. So definitely would be a major liquidity capture at that point. I think that would be fantastic. From here, like I mentioned, we were seeing gold clear out some of these highs. These are key areas. So key levels for gold have been swept as well. So looking for reversals here for gold, looking for that kind of a shakeout. It's been building out support here for some time. I mean, I could see it, you know, like I could see the reversal coming in here. Now silver's taking out this trend line. Indices are still cracking highs up there, so I'll go into that in a second. But I do kind of like the move now that silver's taking out all of this and gold is moving a little bit more slowly. I'm gonna take, oh, wrong one. I'm gonna take a shakeout here with gold. And I'm gonna market execute this one, going for not a full risk here. Oh, that's GC. Hold on. All right. There we go. Gotta move quick here. All right, so I got 7 micros on this one. And then we'll see if this is the shakeout. Not a full risk idea, but, you know, I like it. So less risk, assuming we're getting a shakeout idea, assuming silver cleared enough liquidity. There is divergence between gold and silver here, so now that it took out the high as well right there. So let's see if that is enough, and if not, I'm ready to quite literally pay for the consequences. And if it is, then I mean, the risk reward is going to be pretty nasty here. So liquidity sweeps here look like the good targets. So let's see if we get it. And this wouldn't even be trading into below London lows. These would be just trading within the structure in itself that it's just made in the last like 30 minutes. So yeah, right now, how I would manage this, so this is just trading within this imbalance over here. I would start to tighten up my stop. Real quick, I wanted to see what this alert was. So this was taking out these highs. This is the actual high of the structure. So look at this. So right now, NQ has swept a very, very important section. That could also lead to, you know, a shakeout or something like that. Where am I here? Okay. What the heck is going on over here? All right. 1 second, guys. So look at the reversals here. Gold came up, came right back down. Is this enough to reduce stop? Came up, came back down. So gave us the shakeout setup, a decent one. You know, obviously not a full R for me, but close. We bounced out of this little order block right here, a little 15-second guy. I feel like we have more of this imbalance to fill, so I'm gonna give it a shot. And if not, like I said, I mean, that's how the game is played. That's how the game is played. Especially now that it took out this high, I want to see even silver. I feel like can drop a little more here. NQ, so successfully wiped out tons of sellers. Like these especially, this is critical. That is taking this out up here. Now that it's liquidated all of that, and you can see, you know, Dow's also in price discovery, just flying in all-time highs. S&P pretty close to doing the same thing. Here are all-time highs on ES. So we're not quite there. But yeah, if we end up getting a shakeout here, then nice. But for now, nothing yet for NQ. Gold almost all the way back up. And that might have been all it was. That might it's just like oil. Looks like we're getting retracements, but just nothing aggressive. So obviously, guys, one of the things that will make a difference in your trading is your trade management and, well, how dialed in do you have that, especially when you're going counter trend. And even though we got into a profit for a little bit here, I felt like we didn't quite fill an imbalance completely. So I was open to just keeping my risk at play. Like we didn't even get a little 50% pullback in this range. So yeah, one thing that obviously you guys will learn from me is I'm not really afraid to lose. It's just not, that's not, like, I know that when we get good enough trades, we're good, so that's fine. So right now I got stopped out. Just so you guys are aware, like, I just took minus, let's see, 1.6 R within like 20 minutes. But the setups were valid enough for me. So stop could have been tightened with this one. I'll give that. This one looked like a more clear, like with our oil trade. This looked like a more clear imbalance fill. Stop managed to there. So that I could have reduced and taken pretty minimal loss. With gold, it was a little bit too, it wasn't as clear. Like imbalance fill wasn't as clear for me. So I'm not too upset about that. At this point now, there's not really much else to tackle on directly. Like, oh, let me take a trade right now. So, especially if you took a loss, maybe even two, there's no need to rush anything. Like, I know you maybe want to see your balance, like recalibrate. You want to get, oh man, I got to get this -1 or -2R. I want to get back. I want to make it back. I want to feel better about myself. You know, all of these different things, but it as much as it does make you feel better to maybe have a chance of winning something, it's not making you a better trader. So wait for the good setups, wait for the best setups. Right now, look at Dow. So Dow's open was this nice move here. Nice little spike up here. So it makes, you got money come in. The market immediately, so you got that move right there. Market takes out these little highs, 10 minutes of resistance. And then we're starting to get below the 1 minute low. It's okay. If we can trade down here for some time, so if we can see the market kind of sit here, establish good structure, then we might actually get a sell. But we got to let it sit, let it just trade there for some time. Don't want to get ahead of that too much. So just because it's below for me doesn't mean that suddenly it's the trade to take. Okay, so I'm gonna wait it out on that. Gold here took out these highs again. Our silver, and then it traded into, looks like it traded into maybe some of this wick over here, but that doesn't really matter. So you saw it clear. This come down. All right, gold work its way down. Not enough to take any new positions. Oil still trading below, so this trade, not much to do there. Bitcoin has a sell opportunity over here. I don't know how many of you, drop a BTC in the chat if you trade Bitcoin. But there's a really, really clear sweep of these highs before it starts to just crash down. So I do like this, and I wonder if we see Bitcoin rally into this area, and then where does that position indices? So no rush from me. All right, NQ still pushing. All right, Dow deciding if it's going to maintain 1 minute bearish structure. S&P following NQ way more. How did stocks open today? SpaceX 3%. Adobe half. Snapchat 12%. So yeah, earnings report went really well. Sweet. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually react out of here though. A reversal out of here would not surprise me. I'm not in this. I haven't been in Snapchat for a bit, but yeah, you have a huge pump before it dumped. So this could be another sell-off. Intel, 7%. Robinhood. Okay, let's see. Webull, 2.5% day. Nice. Nvidia, somehow, another 2.6%. So much money flows through these things. Absolutely insane. Guys, our option trade would have been so perfect on this one. I don't know why I just didn't take action. I just got distracted. But the Whirlpool, remember we talked about this at like 37, 38 over here. Actually, it might have been even over here. I remember we talked about it for the last week. This thing is up 15%, almost 20. The option play would have been crazy. This was mitigating, I think it was like a 2009 level or something. Yeah, that 2009 level. So it's got a lot to run too, which is actually hilarious. It's wild. So let's see if we end up, coming back under here and we're able to ride this out at some point. But impressive. This was brought to my attention, I forgot who, but back over here, like in 70, 80s. But I didn't have like a key level to reverse, so I just waited this out. But sick. What's up? There was someone on the stream, yeah. So hopefully, I don't know if they waited or if they're in this, but all right, cool. Anyways, back to the day trading side of things here today. No chill from NQ at all. It's just on a mission. These are days for indices where I don't really have anything to trade over here. Like I don't, at least, let's see. If I go over to here, I don't have anything marked up. I think actually I do have some things here, but like, no, that's not really a good setup. Here, market pumps and dumps. Here, this was the last push before everything collapsed. So, I mean, we'd have to go all the way over here. And then it doesn't mean that this is even going to work because you have to keep in mind how it's correlating and everything like that. So, yeah, these are a little bit tougher to sell. So, in my opinion, just wait for the obvious setups. We had off New York Open, NQ, a minor sweep of liquidity, and then the continuation. That's basically it there. Dow, on the other hand, is making decisions here. Lower low. So now this just has to settle down. Settle here, establish a structure. We want to see if price trading down here is just for liquidate retail buyers, or is it really like setting price here where it's a place where it's a competitive place for price over time. So we don't have that yet. We don't know. Okay. And then metals, nothing to do here yet. I don't have anything over here, really. Gold clears up here, and then lower lows sucked. Nothing really, like there's no structure to trade out of here, so we know we're overall bullish on metals. But yeah, these highs right here are just not really great to trade out of. So if anything, I would want to see it break these highs, and then maybe we have something else going on to trade out of. Like this huge pump up here. These moves maybe later on, but for now, not so much. We would need a major reversal. Like we saw the sweep of these highs, but we would need a completely new setup, which we don't have yet. So if there's no trading to do here, there's no trading to do. And you kind of just have to be okay with that. The last thing I'll check out here, if not, we may just wrap up actually a pretty quick session. Sometimes the best thing to do is to get off the charts if there's just clearly nothing here to do. So let's see. With NZD, we have that sweep of these highs. So you see it pump up and come crashing down, set up here really nicely, And now it's starting to fill in balance over here. So I think we're getting really close to a possible short for NZD right there. This is would be like a shakeout, right? Takes out the highs, doesn't trade up here for very long, moves sideways for quite some time. So you have liquidity right here. Break and retest. This is now luring in some sellers. And then a short out of there. So NZD actually looks pretty decent. The yen with the massive push up to this level. I feel like I didn't get the memo on this one, but I was waiting for this short for some time. Okay. Rude. Oh, okay, this was from Friday. Hold on. Got it. Or Sunday? Oh, I missed this. That sucks. Well, anyways, yeah, it trades up. It's been slowly working its way down. I can't really trade it as a shakeout anymore. Euro. So Euro and NZD look kind of similar. Takes out the high, works its way down. Looks like it kind of traded up into this zone or down into this area. And then I believe we're reacting out of this here first though. I think this was the first bounce. So if you're looking at shorts, like here's NZD. Trading a little bit higher, so similar. You have the open, spike up, drop. Euro, the open, spike up, hold on, drop. This has been a much slower move up to this zone. So look at, here's the high for Euro, and here's the low. So it's at about a 38.2 retracement over to here. NZD, similar, the high happens here at 7:45 p.m. Central Time. So the highs are happening basically around the same times. But Euro is going up way slower. So Euro sells might actually be better than anything else. Let's see here. GBP, pretty similar. I'm actually still holding this trade. Australian, all the way up here, so like very similar to NZD. So taking a sell with NZD or Australian, I feel like they're pulling back a bit faster than Euro and GBP. So I think I would rather just sell one of those two. Is there a chance that you miss out on the move? Yeah, there's definitely a chance. And it's up to you if you want to wait it out, or if you take your shot with NZD or something, or you do nothing and you're like, I just don't really see it. And that also works too. Cool. What looks like could become a setup eventually actually is Australian. Look how this clears these lows. Nice little push down here during New York session yesterday. Trades into the imbalance and then makes its move. Funny enough, this actually, this is an order block play, dude. This was nice. So this is one that I've been working on, but basically where we establish resistance and we have that enticing candle. So here this dips down one more time and then it absolutely bodies just so much liquidity here. And so the market trades all the way back down to this and then instantly reverses out of here. So this was a great trade, especially for 1 hour. And then this runs 5R. This was a good one. GBP, or yeah, was it GBP? Had a similar play as well, right here. Just different timings. Australian happens later on. CAD just actually did this moments ago. Same thing. We were late to this party by just a second. Let's see, where else do we have something similar? Euro, but Euro was dropping faster than everything else, so, but Euro's actually had the same thing right there, and it did do the thing. But yeah, these are different entry models. I don't want to even confuse you guys, so don't even worry about it. The yen has one here that we haven't gotten to yet. So you have key levels of resistance. This entices sellers in, and then it just clears everything and continues. So this one's still pending. So I'm open to buying yen in here and seeing where we go. NZD, let's see, did this have it? So huge push down, and then from here just absolutely rallies. So NZD has not mitigated this play right here. But anyways, that's not a model that I've really taught or have a system that's explained anywhere, so I don't want to confuse you guys more than I need to here. Dow is giving me more and more confirmation for this short though. So I'm going to put an alert here, and I am more open to selling Dow. So we'll see. We shall see, my friends. Oil slowly working its way down to this zone. Let me actually share this chart here. All right. Here we have it. Okay. Got oil. Today's setups. August 4th, 2026. We got oil over here. Now yesterday was a great payday. So you gotta zoom out sometimes. Like if you took a loss today, or if you're, whatever, irritated, zoom out, look at the week, look at the last 30 days. Think about your processes. Don't sweat what you're like, oh my God, this is like happening right now and like this sucks. But it's like, okay, do you typically lose your shit when you lose one or two? The real win is if you don't. That's really the real win that we need here. Can you win on the identity level today? That's the one, at least in my opinion. Can you win on that level? Can you lock in a win like that? If you can do that, then you're good. All right, so yeah, let's see, we traded down here. What does this look like? Filled the imbalance, traded here for a little bit. Is this worth a full R is the question. We spent some time down here, filled in balance, came back up, came back down. I think I would have liked this a little bit longer. I've gone about 3/4 risk all session. So I'm gonna do the same for this one. Yeah, just kind of keep it pretty much the same. Let's see. And if she dies, she dies. Cool. And Q still pushing. S&P. S&P's going for it, guys. Almost at all-time highs. Ooh, that might be it. S&P clearing the highs from May or June. That might be what gets us into the reversal territory for the day. And that's lining up with this mitigation with Dow. So S&P taking that high, taking this setup into this zone. That might do it. Don't really need too much here. It's like less than 3 points out. Right here. So it clears this, and then this is game. You're the most important project that you'll ever work on. Nice. I like it. Jolts in 6 minutes, orange folder. Is there not a higher time frame zone for MNQ at 29,735? Let's see. So looking for a platform that integrates with TradingView. Bitcoin? With TradingView, I mean, it depends on what you're trading. You can trade futures with TradingView, for sure. BT. Or are you asking about a prop firm? All right, yo, S&P just tagged it. Just cleared that high. Right there. Just spiked over to it. Boom. So reversals incoming here. Dow didn't really spike up the same way. So I wonder if we just trade a little bit into here first. This added element of S&P taking these highs out, I like that more for our trade here, for this Dow trade. So I'm actually going to set up right here the rest of my risk, because I had some risk on the left over. There you go. Confirm. All right. So let's see. Thank you. All right. What's up, chat? Guys, I have a video. I have a video that's dropping today. Hold on, what's going on here? And it's about the daily payout system for the new Lucid account. So definitely check that out. It's a banger of a video. So not just breaking down the rules, but how to also approach it. So I'm actually really stoked for it. So it should come out here, hopefully within the hour or so. This should give us one more spike up. But yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll let you guys know. Where's my TP on Dow and why? 53, like 700-ish. It's 53, right around there. Why? We had a pretty aggressive reversal right here. It looked like money came in before it just ripped again. So this is kind of like an order block right here. Yeah, like right after it cruises above this resistance, it immediately dropped aggressively right here. So we might see a swap of money right around this zone, and I would prefer to just take profit. So you're pro to Lucid? Oh yeah, Lucid's probably the best prop firm. Lucid and Tradeify, easily the top two. Easily. Yeah. What's up, Tom? What's up, Jay? Jane? Kevin? Mateo? Katie? All right, cool. So we're just tapping into the zone. All right, literally just tap the open. Yeah. Y'all know. Oh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, the code. I think do I still have this up? I actually forgot. Oh, I totally do have the thingy up at the top. But yeah, if you guys use the code MAGO, it works with Tradeify, Lucid. Yeah, it'll work for both of those. Hey Mike, I just got to CME charts. I see that you're using the 2026 contracts. What's the difference between, example, MGC1 and MGCZ 2026? So MGC1 with the exclamation, it's the rollover chart. So basically when it goes into a new contract, there's a big gap because money goes, like contracts are no longer on this one, which would be like GC. Before we were trading GC, what was it? Q. And then the new contract is GCZ. So when it gaps up and the prices, there's a difference with MGC1, the continuous chart, it just like smoothens out the chart so there is no gap. It just kind of rolls over. So that's what it is. So it's not like, there's no actual volume. There's no orders there. It's just like a way for you to see the charts without that gap. It's a nice way to, like if you're gonna look at data from the previous contract, that's kind of, it'll just smoothen it out for you, but that's kind of the main thing. Yeah, that's it. So it's like a smoothened, yeah, it's a chart without the gap when it switches. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go through the fast track and get a refresher on just future stuff, but you've been trading futures. That's something that I know, like, it's, because I know you've been trading, but there's like technical things that I know you got to pick up on. Yeah, so that's why you keep current on the contract. And those contracts, remember, it influences how these assets are traded and swing trading specifically. So I also think it's a way to kind of for them to mitigate and kind of stop swing trading from being as effective for some traders. So yeah. All right, let's see if we can get this set up, man. All right, guys, so video should be out before noon. Editor doing some couple last tweaks. Yeah, the contract ends, closes active trades. Exactly. Because remember, like when you're interacting with an order book, so like if you want to take profit, if you want to close your trade, someone has to buy your contract. Someone has to, exchange contracts with you. So if you are, let's say, for example here, right? Let's say we're in this cell and we want to take profit over here. Well, if we want to exit, someone needs to buy in at this price. At 53,698, someone would need to buy in, 9 contracts worth right there in that moment. So typically, you don't want to be the last one in. Like you don't want to be the one caught up holding some contract and then you can't even cash out. All right, S is pushing. New all-time highs. Funny how sentiment changes so quickly. Oh, God. Yeah, everything's still pushing. Check your portfolios, folks. Might be looking pretty good today. Where is Bitcoin? Bitcoin's still kind of chilling. Yeah, if you haven't watched, I have this video. Give me a sec, pull it up. But I have a video that's basically the transition from CFDs to futures. And so if you've never seen it, I definitely recommend it. So let's see here. All right. So you have, where is it? This one. How to trade futures, CFDs versus futures. This one right here. So you can check that one out. That's a good one. And then in the chat, this is going to be super useful to me. All right, so I'm active in both orders now. So I'm officially in this Dow sell. 9 little contracts. We're in there. And then stops at 54,116. So, yeah, in the chat, please let me know, what are you interested in seeing more of? Like whether it's how to trade, technicals, entries, exits, break evens, risk reward, prop firm strategy, how to pass evals, the financial side of trading, like, okay, you get a payout, how should that be moving? Comparing prop firms, comparing futures and CFDs, like FTMO or Lucid, like what's actually better, what's easier, what's harder. So yeah, let me know. What answers do you need? How to pass evals. Okay. I feel like that's the one, huh? How to build a live account. What else? This coffee's still so hot. Choosing stocks. Is it Lucid Flex that has a daily payout option? It's Lucid Daily. I want to learn the shakeout entry model. Where can I learn it? Actually, I don't have a course for it yet. Yeah. It's in the free resource? Tradetopia entry models. Really? Where? There is a, that's right, I forgot we did that. There's a PDF. So if you want to learn the shakeout, click, where? Wait, where?
It's like the first thing after resources.
This one, that's right. The trade anatomy. This is a PDF. So the videos, I haven't broken it down, but this one right here, it's a PDF, it's not videos, but it's a breakdown. So go to tradetopia.pro.com. Dude, am I drunk? tradetopia.pro/free resources. And then this first one, entry models. Then you can go right there. So you just got to put in your info. And then there's a good chance that someone on our team also reaches out to you to see if it's making sense. So yeah, check that out right there. You know I do forex. Well, you do CFDs. Like you probably trade, if you trade indices and you trade metals, you're not just doing forex. Remember that, guys. Like forex is currencies. So, oh, what's up, Taz? Yes, if you want to get locked in on futures right away, then honestly, you guys probably should do the fast track if you're like switching over. So I would check that out if I were you. It officially started last night for the orientation, so you still have time if you really wanted to. So shoot me or Nance a message if you want to get like just super dialed in on that. Like a full breakdown on past evals with rules on consistency and choosing the right eval for the right scenario. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Financial management sounds interesting to me. Okay, so yeah, Marty, wait for that video to drop today, and then you'll see how Lucid Daily works. Is there one for how to get into stocks, either options or just normal investing? Okay, cool. This is great, guys. My goal is to just have the most informative channel from all sectors here, and like I want to grind this out. Like I'm on a mission right now. So yeah, let's get it done. So cool. The more information, the more detail, the more you guys give me, the more specific, the better. Just a lot easier to figure out. What's in demand. That's what really matters. Like, what do you guys want? Because I can make all these trading psychology videos. I can think that they have value, but it may not be relevant to you yet. So, like, based on where you're at, gotta meet you where you're at. Obviously, like a syndicate crew, like they get more advanced stuff. We get more real-time feedback stuff. Just because they're further along, they're different. They're dealing with different challenges as traders, and sometimes it's not really there. I know it's not necessary until you make a certain amount, but I don't understand the taxes on profits. Depends on how you're taking profits. So it depends on where they're coming from. So to make it easy for you, if you're trading in a live, like in a broker environment, like it's your money exchanging with real market, like in the CME, like you have a Ninja Trader account, right? So like if you guys, let's say you went and you're in the classroom section and you were in the mastering the basics section. So like here's where we have the link to NinjaTrader. So if you guys ever going to open up your live account with futures, this is what we're partnered with. I really enjoy trading through TradingView with them, and we have a really good relationship with them. So if you guys ever have any issues or anything, you just let us know, because we have a relationship with them. But then that's a different tax bracket. That's a different way of doing taxes. If you get paid from prop firms, super different, because you're not making money actually engaging with the market unless you're trading a live account, like, because you go eval, then you're funded, and then you trade live in the live market. Being funded is them creating a funded account, but it's still simulated game. So when you get paid through them, you're gonna notice that you make a 1099, like you get paid, but you're getting paid as an independent contractor. So that is very different. That's like if I asked you, hey, can you edit these videos for me? And then, I paid you just to be like a freelancer. Yeah, that's different. That's you kind of having your own business. And so there's two different lanes, but obviously I'm not a tax specialist. I'm not legally, locked in on that, but I can speak from experience. So cool. That's something that I think is interesting. Depends on where you're from too. That makes a huge difference if you're in the US or not. Yeah. But cool. Guys, this Dow trade is starting to move in our favor. We are in some profits here. Just about, let's see here. Just about mitigated. So we had about 155 point move up. So it dropping that much is basically going to show the exchange of money from buyers to sellers here. So we're pretty close, right? We've already dropped about 100 points, 105 points. So this dropping just a little bit more gets the job done. At that point, then I'll reduce my stop to this high over here. So we do that, and then I'm chilling. Let's see. S&P also reversing right away. The timing, don't think is a coincidence. These are all moving along nicely. NQ hasn't quite made any moves here. So at least we're definitely trading the right asset that has the best chance. Stayed out of it, didn't like the structure. That's cool. Got to be able to make those calls. Yeah, got to be able to make those decisions. So yeah, this drops another like 20 points, and it's like mitigated for me. But all right, y'all. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good session. If you want more guidance on, where you should get more value from within our school community, if you're like, you know what, I want to take my trading to the next level, I just don't know where exactly I should do it with. Should I do the fast track? Should I do the syndicate? Should I dive into some psychology videos? Am I in the right place financially? So if that's the case for you, then I do recommend that you check out our trading consultation call here. So we do a trader's analysis call. It's right over here. So click that. If you want to learn more about it and what it means, then just click there and you'll see. But same thing, click the link here that I posted. I'm going to pin it. So schedule your conversation and you'll be in good hands. Our team will reach out to you. So take care, y'all. And we should be able to move and reduce risk here basically within a couple minutes. So looks like we're just there. This is the first shakeout that I've taken. Sweet. I wouldn't even say it's a shakeout. I'd say it was more mitigation, but they're pretty similar. They're pretty similar. In this case, we had to break a structure, and then here was the pump up, like the liquidity sweep. But yeah, this is kind of a hybrid, this one for sure. But cool. All right, I'm reducing my risk, y'all, here. So we're up about 0.6 R, give or take. We're trading out of the extreme for sure, with S&P taking out all-time highs. So the market doesn't need to go break London lows and all that good stuff. It could. I'm not banking on it, so I'm going to take a more conservative approach. I think right around a 2.5 R, maybe a little under 2.3 something R. But that'll be it. So cool. Much love, y'all. Yep. Hey, Mike, when I registered for the free content, I haven't received any emails. That's right. Got to check on that. Got to go fire somebody. Appreciate you. Later, guys.